Hello, everybody. It's Erica. Happy 2023. I have not been on here for a little while as I've been extremely busy behind the scenes working on numerous projects and also doing a lot of quantum healing sessions. But I wanted to come on today and talk to you about something that's been coming up in these sessions that is really pertinent to men in particular. In these quantum healing sessions, I do a lot of work on helping get rid of things that are, for example, blocks or limiting beliefs or unconscious patterns that may be preventing you from living your fullest life. And one of the things that's been coming up for the men recently is there is this idea of doing what other people expect of you. And this ties a little bit into one of the videos I did recently, which was entitled here, I think it's called, When Does Honoring a Commitment Become Self-Sacrifice? So it's kind of along the lines of that, but it's also, you know, a little bit different. And I think this is something that's coming up again to be healed in the men that I'm working with, which is this feeling that this is what you should do, or this is what you are supposed to do, or this is what a responsible adult does, or this is the safe investment, or this is the right choice, but at the cost of what, right? For example, one of the clients I worked with the other day, there throughout the entire session, there was like a thread in the session, which was all around doing what this client was supposed to do, doing the smart thing, doing the responsible thing. And deep down in the core of this client was an emptiness. It was like, it's not what's making my soul fly, and it's not what is making me feel exhilarated. It's not what's making me feel like I'm living my authentic self. For example, this client had recently purchased a home, and this client purchased a townhome, and this townhome was, everyone around this client was like, oh yeah, it's a really smart investment, it's in a good part of town, it's got a really good, you can always rent it out later. But this client really wanted to live in a home in the woods, to have land, to have space, to have trees, but allowed other people's opinions and influences to end up with this client buying basically the smart investment. This client moved in, and this client even loves lots of light, lots of windows, and there's tiny little windows in this townhome. And so it's like everything against what he like really wanted, because everyone's like, why would you go out there? Or why would you live out in the woods? And anyway, so at the end of the day, this client's living in this house. It's a beautiful house, beautiful townhome, but it's not what he ultimately desired. This also translated into a relationship breakup that he had. A relationship where he felt free, he felt appreciated, he felt seen, he felt respected. This relationship brought out his sense of adventure and discovered parts of himself that, like, he loved doing all these adventurous things. And then the reason that this relationship ended was because of family pressure. Well, that's not the type of relationship that you should settle down with. And this was back in his 20s. That's not the right partner for you. That's not really a smart partner, because the two of them together were very independent and very much like, were fine with a lot of individual space, but they loved being together, right? They were not the traditional codependent, hooked together relationship where they did everything. It's like, no, they each did their own thing. They loved being together. And it was kind of a non-conventional relationship. And so society had kind of said, and family pressures had said, like, no, it's not the right partner. So they broke the relationship off. And here it is, like 20 years later. And he's like, he can't he wants to move on from continually thinking about this person. And I said during the session, like, that he kept repeating, well, but you know what? I guess it just wasn't meant to be. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. And I said, why do you say that? Do you believe that? And he was like, no, it's, and I said, so why do you think it wasn't meant to be? Meaning, like, he was trying to compartmentalize moving on from this relationship. And he's like, well, because that's what everyone else is telling me. And I go, but what do you believe? Do you believe that this partnership or this person and a relationship with this person, who, by the way, is still in his life and still in communication and not with anybody else? And it's like, it was like, I was like, hello, do you not see? Like, you have an incredible partner that you loved beyond anybody else in your life. You had adventures. You felt safe to be yourself. You felt free. You felt non-judged, and you had a blast with this person. And now you're saying, like, oh, I guess it wasn't meant to be. Like, and it was like this big aha moment for him, but he couldn't see it because he was so programmed to do what other people expected was the right thing to do, because other people were going to judge him for going back to this person. And anyway, again, that's a very specific scenario. It may not apply to your situation, but I found it really fascinating to observe this very clear unconscious pattern of subjecting himself to living less than because of the shoulds. I should move on. I should go find somebody like that person. And I'm like, haven't you already found that person? Why do you have to go find someone else like that person? If that person is still in the vicinity and clearly still writes you from time to time and says, like, and clearly hasn't forgot about you either. This person dreams about you. You dream about them. Like, at least have a conversation is what I said. I'm like, you never know. But anyway, I wanted to bring that to your attention because there is really a sense of duty and responsibility that is innate in the masculine, in the men. But that's where you have to open up. I shouldn't say you have to open up. You can do whatever the heck you want, but consider opening up to a life where you can be your authentic self and be free and have the partner that you desire and live the life that you desire. Like, why do you compromise? Why do we all compromise? It's because we've been sold a bill of goods that we should compromise. And that is what this whole Great Awakening is about. That is what this entire journey of ascension is all about, and soul growth, is to realize that we are meant to be living vibrantly, free, happy, abundant, joyous, in peace and community. And anything that steps in the way of that is an opportunity to take a look at, why am I letting this prevent me from that? So anyway, I hope that this video was helpful. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. I'd love to hear if you feel like sharing. But I know a lot of times these are better kept private, and I get that. But if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It does help other people find it. And consider subscribing as well. I will continue to post videos here periodically. And if you want to check out any of my other channels, I have lots of other videos there. Lots of videos everywhere else. I've got 4 YouTube channels, so you can totally binge watch on any topic that you find interesting. And anyway, that's it for now. I hope that you have 2023 is off to a good start for you, and it's going to be a good year, guys. Until next time, bye.